Delta. LaGuardia Airport, new roadways. Miles of new arrival and departure, roads and ramps. This project saw Hellman Electric install, design, and coordinate tens of thousands of feet of conduit, both underground and on elevated structures. And in all those conduits were the many miles of wire and cable required to energize and control the over 700 upper and lower roadway light fixtures that illuminated what is now today's new Delta at LaGuardia Airport. Various systems such as DMS signs, ITS, CCTV, and traffic controls that required integration and commissioning to provide the vital information necessary to move the vehicular traffic safely through the airport. All this on schedule and budget. This is Hellman Electric.
The core of our business, we were an infrastructure company. We were a heavy highway and airport company. Planes, trains, and automobiles. So we've done runways, airports, taxiway. We primarily only do work within the 5 boroughs. So we are truly a New York City contractor.
What sets Hellman apart from other companies, especially when dealing with clients such as Delta, a large part of it is our technical prowess. It's our capability. It's how open we are and how accessible we are.
Anything that they need, they know they have a direct access to me. My predecessor, Stan Plonchak, had the same policy. He taught me that, never take anything for granted. So I give my employees and my customers the same amount of respect and treatment that I would expect. And I think that's an important part of the success of Hellman.
Part of the work we do that we find so rewarding is to be such an integral part of the reconstruction and rebirth of these great entities, these historic sites in New York City.
We have a heavy division, an interior division, we have a datacom division, and a power division. So, we're a one-stop shop.
So our project management team is pretty diverse in its educational background and experience background, allowing us to actually build from different perspectives. We bring our design capabilities, our engineering models. We bring our field expertise.
Teams running conduit. We have teams mounting boxes, pulling wire, some doing testing.
To help really build a product and a design that is in line with the Port Authority's standards and requirements.
All these government agencies that are woven to the fabric of New York City, they have all invested a tremendous amount into the growth and sustainability of the technology.
Those signs and the lighting, the weather station to the CCTV, it gets them into New York, out of New York safely, and we have a mixture of a bunch of different types of technology, and we're integrating it all.
We're hoping that this job will actually help lead the way.
It's going to rely on a robust infrastructure that can stand the test of time. And that's essentially where we come in. The Delta LaGuardia project is a very challenging project.
This was a major change and update to a very antiquated facility.
One of the things that made it possible was the strength of the team.
When we started the project, it was a tremendous pile of dirt and magnificent amounts of steel. It was just mayhem, actually, but an organized mayhem.
We need to have a line of communication between us in order to complete the daily tasks at hand.
It's a lot of thinking on your feet. This job, everything had to be put together like a puzzle. And Hellman's team here, getting information in a timely fashion, it's all working together.
At LaGuardia specifically, we basically deal with Delta or the Port Authority, their design team.
I worked with one of Delta's engineers. One of the successes we had here was we were able to work up very detailed prefabrication drawings so that when it was delivered to the site, it was literally stood up and bolted together. No field modifications, no drilling, very efficient construction process.
Your ruler has to be your best friend. Certain guys that we like to keep on conduit, and they just have an eye, they're artists. You need to know how each angle is going to be created. We're transferring from underdeck to vertical columns to underground. It is a work of art.
So John and Joe, they're professionals at what they do. They understood the assignment.
Our people love working here. They love what they do. They're dedicated to Hellman. They're dedicated to New York City.
The camaraderie, the teamwork, the craftsmen that they are, it's been a pleasure.
You know, we're building this for the future.
It's going to be a flagship airport in New York.
We keep the lights on.